Hello and welcome to Creating New DKG Chapters, an adventure about a team of DKG California leaders who chartered 5 new chapters in the past 3 years. I'm Julie Drysdale, ADA chapter in Long Beach, California, and I currently serve as the DKG California immediate past president. The brains, the passion, and the leader of this project is Daphne Cagle, Alpha Eta chapter in Sacramento, who has served as a DKG California expansion chair for 2 biennia. Daphne?
How did we decide to go on this expansion journey? In 2015 to 2017, when I served as California State's first vice president, the state president, Janice Barr, and I discussed the possibility of chartering new chapters. DKG California had not chartered any new chapters in 22 years. Let me repeat that. For 22 years, the whole state of California had no new chapters. If DKG California can do this, so can you. The purpose of this workshop is to show you a plan that you can implement to charter new chapters.
Chartering DKG Chapters, a message to you. We had 5 different strategies which came out of our experiences with 5 new chapters. And here are the strategies. Brainstorming possibilities, connecting to members in other areas, connecting to administrators, connecting to a group of educators, and new retiree, new area.
The first strategy is to brainstorm locations to establish new chapters. President Janice Barr and I brainstormed potential locations and decided on Elk Grove, California, one of the fastest growing school districts in the state. I knew 3 members of DKG working in the Elk Grove Unified School District, and they agreed to help us start our first new chapter. Several orientations were held to familiarize potential members with DKG. Then, on May 16, 2017, on a blustery day in a park in Elk Grove, California, Iota Omega chapter was chartered with 16 members, and here they are.
When I became state president in 2017, one of the primary goals presented to the leadership team was to increase membership, and of course, adding new chapters addresses that goal perfectly. Daphne and I agreed we would work hard with leaders throughout the state to add at least 3 new chapters in California. The second strategy is to connect to members living in an area that is different from where their chapter is located. During a break in the DKG leadership team meeting, Daphne met with Marisa Crabtree, a DKG member who lives in Los Angeles and at one time commuted more than 4 hours to a meeting in her mother's chapter in Visalia. Visalia is located in Central California. Marisa had recently moved from Visalia to Los Angeles to become a teacher. Understandably, Marisa was not able to attend many meetings. Marisa thought the idea of forming a new chapter near her school in Los Angeles was a great idea. During the first meeting to introduce potential members to DKG, only 2 people attended, but the meeting doubled in size during each of the next 4 meetings, Liz Topkus, a teacher at another school in Los Angeles, was so excited about forming a new DKG chapter that she invited more than 10 educators to the society. Perseverance paid off. Kappa Alpha was chartered on April 29th, 2018 with 26 members. The chartering took place in Beverly Hills.
The third strategy is to identify administrators who are not members of DKG and encourage them to invite potential members at their school sites to join DKG. Barbara Bearden, a member of Ada Chapter in Long Beach, moved 50 miles away to Chino Hills, California, and became an assistant principal in this fast-growing community. She didn't think her colleagues in her new area would travel through horrible LA traffic for hours to get to a chapter meeting. Barbara was confident that this burgeoning area could support a second chapter. Barbara invited 5 administrators to an informational meeting about DKG. Following the meeting, one of the administrators suggested each of her fellow administrators invite at least 5 educators to an orientation, and the result is history. Less than 2 months after their first informational meeting, Kappa Beta Chapter was chartered on March 2nd, 2019 with 43 members. All of these 43 members were new to DKG. Due to Saturday school and other administrative duties, a handful of new members could not attend the induction and chartering ceremony, so they participated via FaceTime.
The fourth strategy is to find like-minded women who want to organize a chapter around a common interest. Nadine Shozuya, a member of Delta Psi chapter in Torrance, California, dreamed of organizing a new chapter composed of health-related professionals whose projects and programs would emphasize the healing arts. Nadine, the owner of a community center where teachers instruct students in yoga and martial arts, teamed up with DKG leaders to offer one large orientation meeting followed by additional orientations online. On May 11th, 2019, the 90th birthday of DKG, this chapter was chartered at the Scholar Warrior Community Center in Torrance with 19 members.
The fifth strategy is to establish a chapter founded by retirees. Longtime DKG leader Jeannie Gahagan moved to a new city where no chapter existed. Jeannie knew some other retirees there, but they also sought out working teachers as they knew they wanted a diverse group of members in their chapter. They asked people at church, at the Retired Teachers Association, and in the community. The need for members in the targeted cities was publicized in all DKG California publications. Finally, on October 5th, 2019, Kappa Delta Chapter was chartered with 19 members. And there they are. Here is the chartering committee for one of our chapters, which includes the state president and state and area leaders who meet and work out the details needed to recruit members and to organize a chapter. Here is the plan we have developed to establish new chapters. Number 1, survey members to determine potential locations of new chapters. Look for growing areas in the state, places where no DKG chapters exist, or places that could support an additional chapter. Number 2, find a chartering committee to help organize the chapter. Number 3, plan an event to invite prospective members and introduce them to DKG. This serves as the orientation to DKG. Number 4, advertise throughout the state in DKG publications. Your goal is to have 20 members to establish a chapter. Number 5, contact International and charter the chapter. Number 6, assign a mentor or mentors to assist the new chapter. After chartering Kappa Delta in October, the expansion team under the leadership of current California State President Sue Noyes started the process all over again with a survey, and we selected at least 3 potential chapters for the next locations of DKG California chapters. We have organized several chartering committees and plan to begin the process of inviting new members to DKG in the fall of 2020. The team decided to develop a mentoring program to ensure that these new chapters would continue long into the future. All of the chapters except the first one were assigned a mentor or mentors. Mentors are selected from the chartering committee. They meet with the chapter leadership, attend chapter meetings, and are available to answer questions. The mentor program is a 5-year program, and the specifics of the mentor program are listed in our policies and procedures.
On this chart, you will see the impact new chapters make on a state's number of members. In the 2 right-hand columns, you'll notice the number of members inducted in the newly established chapter and the number of members new to DKG, including 3 reinstated members who decided to return to DKG. The positive impact of DKG California membership is impressive. 120 members, 110 of those 120 are new to DKG. And the chapters promise to add more members in the future, as Iota Omega, our original new chapter, has almost doubled in size since they were chartered 3 years ago. Consistently recruiting new members to DKG is of the utmost importance. New members bring energy to DKG. Potential members of each new chapter were excited about and committed to establishing a new chapter. They embraced the idea of joining something new. This energy was contagious and brought excitement and new ideas to the area and to the state. Many of the new chapters offered programs and projects that hadn't been tackled before. Following the chartering of Kappa Gamma, members from other chapters and areas plan to invite a Kappa Gamma health professional to give presentations to their chapter or areas. New chapters brought another positive impact: diversity. Diversity in age, teaching focus, and ethnicity.
The team has overcome obstacles with workable solutions. For example, the team worked with areas to have them understand the need for a new chapter in their area. They realized that a chapter is responsible for recruiting their own new members. We have also used Google Hangouts and FaceTime to do orientations and to help people attend charterings if they were unavailable on the date selected. This project can be challenging. The team faced obstacles, but DKG California is committed to expansion and to increasing its membership. We tackled this challenge, and you can too. Our advice to you is whatever happens, keep going. The team recently surveyed the new chapters to find out how they were progressing. They spoke of meaningful projects, programs, and outings to wonderful places. The survey also showed the chapters would appreciate additional assistance. The team plans to host a series of Zoom discussions with the leaders of new chapters. Notice the expansion policies and procedures for DKG California are linked to this PowerPoint so you can see the actual steps involved in the process of creating new chapters. Now, if you have further questions, we are happy to answer those. I can be contacted at dkgcamember3@gmail.com.
And I can be contacted at DKGCA past president JD@gmail.com. And of course, you see those both listed on this page. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching our presentation. We hope we have inspired you to grow DKG by organizing new chapters.